Hi Virgo, I'm Pam, and welcome to your Psychic Tarot reading for the new year of 2016 plus January. Happy New Year! Can you believe it, Virgo? We're here already at the beginning of 2016. I feel like I was just saying those words a couple months ago for 2015. I want to thank you guys so much for giving me a great year here on YouTube. I've really appreciated your kind comments and all your watching, sharing, liking, and subscribing of my videos. I truly, truly appreciate it. And also thank you so much for purchasing the Vimeo videos I've been putting on. I appreciate that very much. So thank you for that. I want to say here I am doing the exact same card layout that I did last year for 2015. This year I'm using the Robin Wood Tarot deck, and I'm going to pull, I've already pulled 4 cards, 1 card for each quarter of the year, plus an additional card for January. If you would like to get a continuation, an expanded version of this exact reading, an expanded psychic tarot reading for the year of 2016 plus January, you can click on the link below this video in the description box, and it will take you to the Vimeo videos I've made of this exact thing, except in those videos, I'm using the Morgan Greer Tarot deck to give an expanded card for each of the 4 quarters plus an additional card for January. You can also get that by going to my website, www.theluckymermaid.com, and clicking on my videos tab on my menu, going to page 3, and the links are there that will take you to be able to download and purchase the expanded year reading. So, hopefully that would help you and give you more insight and information. Also, please know that this video is for Virgo Sun, Virgo Rising, and Virgo Moon. If your sun sign is Virgo, you might want to watch your rising sign or your moon sign to gain more insight and information for you for this year ahead. Now, all that being said, on to see what comes out for your year of 2016, Virgo. To start your reading, the very first card, you have my favorite card in the minor cards of the tarot deck. You've got the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords is a card to me that symbolizes truth being revealed. This is truth being revealed or victory, victorious, or both. Maybe the victory is the truth coming out and being revealed. It can also be that. I see you're trying to tie the knot with something. Tying the knot, tying things up, tying things up is what I get. So for some of you, this could be getting engaged, getting married. It could also be tying something up if there's any loose ends. Like say there's a business plan or project that you did and there's loose ends, or you sold a house or you've closed a deal on something and there's loose ends. Whatever could be tied up is the first quarter of your year, Virgo. You're starting out with tying things up. Some of you are doing some kind of lateral change or moving from one place to another. Now, for some of you, you're moving your home, and maybe your home is already awesome and you're moving to another awesome home. I don't want to say you're not moving up. I don't want to say that, but the way they worded it, whatever this is a lateral move. It could also be maybe your position at work is changing, but it's not really necessarily elevating you to a higher up position. It could just be now you're going to work in a different department, using different skills or having different job duties. It can mean that, but it may not necessarily be like stepping up because they're calling it a lateral move. I see you having a dislike, a very strong dislike for something that's going on in your life that you would like to see cease, end, stop. whatever this is. There's something for Virgos. Now, for some of you, it's a relationship, or it's carping and fighting. There's relationships in your family where people are bickering and carping and fighting at each other, and you want it to stop. Or it's some like bad behavior patterns or something negative. There's something negative going on around you. For some of you, it's the family scenario I talked about that you definitely want to see stop in your first quarter. Some of you are getting some kind of education or training. And I see someone leading you down some kind of path. Like you're stepping up your knowledge, you're increasing something, you're going up some kind of hill or ladder. Now, remember before I said you have some kind of lateral move, some of you, either of a residence or a position? This may be what you're doing that's going to start elevating you, because I'm getting some, but it's like someone's leading you, someone's helping you and training you, teaching you, assisting you, leading you. That comes up here strongly with this Ace of Swords. Now, your second quarter, you have the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles is an earth sign male. This could be you, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. So as I said, it could be you, and don't be thrown that it's a male, because sometimes females come up as kings, and it can go either way with that. I feel you may be feeling like you're struggling to get through something, trying to finish something or complete something. Remember I got before, like you wanting to, tie something down, nail it down, maybe see something end, cease, or finish, but I also get tying things down. I'm getting through this card. It's like a strong sense of wanting completion. A lot of parties, gatherings, and celebrations are actually going to form and prove to be very prominent for you in this year of 2016. So I feel you're going to have a lot of interesting social activities, Virgo. This looks like it could be multiple things. Maybe somebody's graduating. It could be somebody else having an engagement party. But I feel like it's different people and different things. So I feel you have a socially active year with gatherings, parties, and things like that. I feel that your fortitude is strong, and that you may have recently changed your diet or your exercise program, or you will be doing so, because I feel you very physically strong, which is positive, because if you've been a Virgo that's had health issues in the recent past or are struggling with them now, I see your constitution getting stronger, fortified. Like I feel like you're going to be in good, solid shape, many of you, for this year of 2016. I feel that there was an altercation in your family, could have happened years ago, where egos got involved and emotions ran high and some things fell apart or slipped. So that's circling around circling around you. I don't know why they're mentioning it, because it was something that already was. I feel it's being brought up because there's something that's going to come up again that has to do with something like that occurred like that. Could be somebody just bringing it up and reminiscing about it. It could be the anniversary of some, fight or a problem that happened. There's some reason the focus, well, my phone just agreed with that. There's some reason that there's a focus on it in the second quarter for you that comes up, or at least it comes up this year. It may happen earlier than that. That's your second quarter. Now, your third quarter, I'm sorry, Virgo, please. I know you guys get mad at me when I say things that are negative that come up, but I'm not, dictating the cards here. You have the Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Swords this is grieving the loss and sadness of a love relationship breaking apart, usually. That's how I read that. It can also be if someone is sick or not feeling well. Or you could be feeling sad and upset over someone in your life that's not feeling well. You could be grieving over that. But it's like a grieving, sadness, depression card. I see some of you Virgos in the third quarter talking to an investment group or talking to people that would be called investors. I feel that that quarter is actually a quarter for you where you're going to be seesawing back and forth between high points and low points. So I'd have to say, because I'm looking at your card coming up, and the Ace of Swords is awesome, and you started with that. I feel that for some reason that if I have to pinpoint a difficult quarter for you, it's going to be the third quarter. Either you are going to be feeling rejected and dejected by someone in your family, or someone in your family is feeling rejected and dejected in the third quarter of the year. You could be butting heads with somebody in the third quarter, because I see you really focusing on the choices that you're making and the decisions of what you want to see happen and how things are going to go for you. I see you focusing on things like that in the third quarter, and I feel like you're coming up against some kind of opposition where someone is putting stumbling blocks in your way, or they're like a catalyst of, problems, or just like there's somebody involved. I feel that it's male, but it could be female, but it comes to me as feeling male, that is creating some kind of disarmament for you. I don't know if that's a word. Like you feel disarmed or helpless or frustrated or blocked at that third quarter, and it's coming from a male. Now, to me, it reads like a young male, somebody between the age of 15 and say 35. Okay. Or especially between 15 and 27. I'll put it that way, but it could be a little older. I feel you getting this disruption feeling here, or blocked or frustrated about them. There's something going on that's creating something for you. It could be a female, but I feel it's more likely to be male. I feel that you really need to relax and settle down. I feel during the third quarter, you need to try to relax and settle down, because I don't feel there's anything that you're going to really be able to do right then that can change anything. I do feel you're going to go through a little bit of a period of loss of hope here in that third quarter, but I'm hearing you regain it in your fourth quarter. And let me say something right here. I know you guys get upset sometimes when I say negative things, and I don't like to bring any negative messages. I'm always honest with you with what I hear. So I would look at it like my guides aren't trying to be negative. They want to warn you, to give you a heads up, because sometimes being forewarned or knowing that something's coming is going to help you handle it a certain way or sidestep a problem. So it's not to create the problem. It's like just in case. And it is a general reading. So if these messages don't sound like they resonate with you, please watch your rising sign and your moon sign, because maybe this is, not really pertaining directly to you, Virgo, but in your life. But it comes up here as a rocky period of time in the year, and I would just generally try to relax and not get freaked out, because there's certain things here you can't control and that are in the court of the person you're dealing with. Like some of their issues can't become your issues. They have to be their issues to solve. So you may be in a wait and see kind of limbo phase about them. That could be. I get the feeling like you're going to be feeling like you can't get someone to change, or some disturbing circumstance to change. So I feel that this is a point of frustration, and that's why the guides are coming in to say, like, let go and let God, or whatever phrase you want to use. Believe that the universe is going to straighten this out, that the divine timing is working, and each person has their own karmic journey. So try not to get too frustrated in that third quarter. Now for your fourth quarter of the year, you have a good card. You have the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune to me is a card that symbolizes the karmic wheels of fate turning in your favor, the planets in the heavens and the spirit guides around you kind of working as a team, conspiring, working together to bring you karma, good fortune. Your fourth quarter is the best quarter of your year, and that you are not the only sign to get that. I feel like you're going to be feeling quite serene, peaceful, happy, contented. I get you like relief in the fourth quarter. Some of you are going to be getting an invitation to attend a gathering or celebration or party or ceremony outside in the fourth quarter. That sounds cold, but it's how it's coming up. I see you really having a lot of people around you at that time. A lot of people happy, gatherings, parties. I'm getting all that. Lots of activity, lots of different family, friends. Like your social world is really active and full, strongly in your fourth quarter of 2016. Little details are finally starting to get ironed out. I also see things falling into place for you in the fourth quarter. There is some time in this year you are going to reach your boiling point about someone in the family, some relationship or someone you're going to be mad at in your family. You come to some kind of boiling point, and I feel you're going to have crosswords with them. Doesn't mean you can't handle it and you can't move on from it, but it does come up. But I don't know that that's in the fourth quarter because they're just like, I definitely am picking it up for the year of 2016. You have a weird energy pattern for this year. They're telling me at some points this year, you're going to feel like your life has taken off like a rocket and it's going to be going very fast. But then you're going to come to these times where it goes whoop, and it gets to this lull. And then you're going to feel like, so you've got some real roller coaster energy of this year, but not in a negative way, more like in the fact that some periods of time in this year are going to rev up and go really quickly for you. And then you're going to have these lulls of recuperation. And then it's going to happen again where it speeds up. 2016 is the year of a lot of healing for you. I get paying off and clearing of debts and doing a lot of relationship healing. You may feel at times like you've been used or abused, but they're saying in your life you've been a catalyst for change for many of the people in your life. You've actually been the catalyst for change for them. You get a notification of something significant this year. And for some of you, it's going to be an award of some kind. But I'm seeing you getting notified. I do see you being at some kind of gathering or in some situation where family, I feel like I don't know if I want to say you're a peacemaker, but I get some scenario where family members are disjointed with each other at something. And that you come in and you kind of smooth it out or pave the way or are the peacemaker. I hate to use that word. It just seems like your presence and your being there, settles something, finishes something, eases the way, eases the complication or the burden or whatever the conflict is. So that was for your fourth quarter. Your card just for January, Virgo, you have the King of Cups. And the King of Cups to me is a water sign male. This is either a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio, sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. You got to be careful about this King of Cups. He's drinking too much and he's driving. That's one thing that comes up. So he has to be careful of that. I feel he's entertaining a lot of possibilities, but he doesn't really seem to be landing on or choosing or picking one. He's entertaining them all, but I don't see him picking one in January. He's given you a lot to think about and a lot to talk about, and for some of you, he's a cause of some family gossip. He's got a keen intuitive sense and intuitively knows he has to get things going. But I feel he's currently on but he's not getting things going. He's like on hiatus feeling. He's going to make some business project or plan that's going to make a lot of money for him once it gets going, but he needs to get it going. So I don't know how you could pass that along to him. Maybe if you know who this is and you want him to watch this video, because the guides are saying, like, take that step and that leap, like, get off the seat. What are you doing? Like, let's get going here. You got the idea, you got to get on with it. And then once you do it, it's actually going to pay off for you and make money. So for every moment that you're delaying and dithering space is, less money in your pocket and making time drag along. So for some of you Virgos, wow, I don't know who he is to you or who she is, because could be a female. There's a lot of camaraderie of spirit with him, and he is an entrepreneurial type of energy, flies around him as well. He's definitely symbolic for you of change and symbolic of change coming up. They are also telling me that. So he's symbolic of change and for you also. Not just that he's a person. He's symbolic of change for you in January. He's coming up in January. Be cautious and guarded of giving away too much control to this person, because you don't want him to lead you down a rosy path and then drop you off. Dump you off at the end. So, like, be very guarded. Don't let him be too controlling and run the show. For some of you, you may be in business partnership with him or working with him, because that comes up strongly. Some of you, he's family, but he seems more to me like someone you'd be affiliated with through money-making deals, business propositions, work. That's his scenario with you that comes up the strongest, and he's in January. So I hope this reading made sense to you. I certainly hope it was of help. Thank you again so much for all your kind comments and for watching these videos. I do appreciate it. And if you'd like to get the continuation here, please go to the link below and click on that, and it will take you to the Vimeo videos for this expanded psychic tarot reading for the new year of 2016 plus January. I'm doing the exact same thing with the Morgan Greer tarot deck there. You can also get it by going to my website, theluckymermaid.com. Go to my videos page and click on page 3, and the links will be there for these videos, because you may find out a lot more information. This was kind of an interesting mixture you had here, I thought, for you Virgo. So I'm curious to see what's going to come up over there. So I wish you the abundance of all great things to come to you, Virgo, in the new year of 2016. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.